to the Vent We Build Refocus podcast presented by WeChat here. I'm your host, that boy Reckless, and I have the one and only with me, uh, my brother. And we're back. We're glad to be here today. It's a great day. Um, we just started July, and I did an audit July 1st, and I'm not where I want to be at. However, I'm striving to be. Um, what are you where you want to?
No, not at all. I'm on the same task, man. I'm on the same boat.
So, and that's what we wanted to talk about on this stat. It's all right not being where you want to be at in life. However, if you're still on plan to be there, if you're still on task, that is the main thing. Don't be dismayed because you're not where you want to be. Don't be overburdened and don't be overwhelmed because stay the course. The victory is still ours. And the victory is already ordained from the beginning. We just got to go through. So as we're going through, always remember that the victory is ours. Understand? So it's so often, right? People complain with no solution. They say, I don't like this in life. I don't like this about life. This is happening. This is happening. But they come up with no solution. It's just a complaint, right? Have you ever been on that side of it where you just complain at one point in your life and there was no solution?
Yeah, I was complaining about more money I make, the more I got to dish out, and I couldn't understand. When I feel like the more you make, the more you be able to put this money over here, this money goes to bills, this money is emergency. So, I was really tackling myself to figure out like, dang, I got three incomes coming in by myself. So it's like, why am I not seeing with my
Hey, so that's an anomaly. But go ahead.
head, man? But at the same time, it gets frustrating sometimes, especially when you run into financially jams.
Mhm.
If I ever got more drink, lights, I mean that's common, you know what I'm saying? But it's the groceries, the phone bills, the outrageous light bill, sky high.
So you,
Everyday life.
so you were at a point to where the income was actually there,
Yeah,
but the fruits of the labor was just being diminished.
right.
Couldn't pinpoint.
Not I couldn't. Not at all. And it would start, like I said, I was getting more frustrated. So I would sit back, calm down, and figure it out. I jumped straight into this frustration mode when I took
I
you
mean,
know, approached it a different way.
a lot of people. So one thing I realized is working through mind. You got the creative mind and then you get the survival mind. So as we're working off the survival, it's hard to be creative.
Right. Absolutely.
So you're working in survival and then frustration sets in, go to 100. And sometimes we don't, like you said, for that instance, you didn't take the time out to gather yourself and to come up with a solution based method to get you out of that rut. Understand?
Right.
So, but let me ask the question: how did you uh, get out of that rut?
I sacrificed. Sacrificed not eating out every day. I sacrificed.
So this was self-inflicted.
Yeah, damn right. Because at the same time, if I'm constantly giving, then and I go to look at my shoebox and it's empty, or I go to pull up my bank account and it's in the red or in the negative, man, that ain't gonna work for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not living to just survive. And that's what I have been doing for a long time, which just live to survive. More so saying, hey man, I need to think longevity.
Right.
I need to think investment.
Mm-hmm.
I need to burn my whole lifestyle over to where I can get to where I want to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More so than this. The last 3 years, I've been doing the same thing. I've been working my butt off, but I'm not seeing where it's going.
Right.
That's all.
So now today, do you feel from where you were then? What year was that?
No, 2021, 2022.
All right, 2021, 2022.
I mean, what, 2019,
2019.
20.
So 20, let's say, yeah, 2019 to today's date. Do you feel you're closer your target goal? Or do you, like, so from where you was at in 2019 to now, do you feel you're like at the same position or you're
Nah, man, I'm all totally 360 for different instances in my, uh, just me now. I don't have to worry about providing for 5 people. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big, another a big thing. I was putting me on the back burner and then put my family first. You know what I'm saying? So now that life has changed for me in that direction, I know that I can put me on the front end, the back end, anything. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely has been a whole 360. And then I have learned a lot from you as well. So learning from my resources and learning from what you're teaching me, I can always move to elevate. You know what I'm saying?
so he spoke on teaching. We at WeChat here, understand? We like to teach, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're exposed to learning, nobody could ever take that knowledge from you, understand? And it's up to you to apply it in life, right? So we do a lot here, understand? Y'all just need to tune in and tap in, and then y'all could enjoy God's benefit along with us. So, but all right. So let me speak on me, understand? Because I said I'm not where I want to be. However, I can make strides to getting there. So I'll have goals, yearly goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals. I always think longevity. So I say I'm not where I want to be at today because I'm not where I want to be at. Understand? As far as we chat here, we got a lot of things that we want to do. We got a lot of things that we want to accomplish. We got a lot of people that we want to touch and bring in. And just on an individual level, with that boy record, uh, I want to get more in depth in a lot of my extracurriculars. And um, I'm touching the surface of it. I'm touching the surface of it all, really.
No,
So
we got.
no, we good, I understand. But we loud there. We don't sugarcoat.
It's raw and uncut.
So, but with that, right? With me knowing I'm not where I want to be at, I'm taking an assessment and I take an audit and I see, okay, where and why. Understand? It's not just okay, I'm not where I want to be at, and that's it. But we actually have to take inventory of where we're at and why we're not there. So we can measure that, and then we know where we're deviating from the path from, right? We just can't. And it's important for us to take audits and to measure our goals. Because if not, we could go so far straight from it and just complain about not being where we want to be at in life, but never really going, taking the strides to get there. Understand? It happens so often.
Yeah,
That people passion for things that they necessarily love, but then that they don't see the fruits of the labor they're putting in. They go straight from it.
I've been down that road.
So and right, we've been down a lot of these roads, and that's why we even be on this camera talking to the people because we could relate to a lot. Understand? We've been through a lot of paths, a lot of roads, and tuning and tapping because this is a message in every word. I understand it. Like for real.
Every life has a story.
Every life has a story. Voices trying to enlighten. I'll build that up a little. Yeah, yeah, not because I could take a trip. But yeah, so we definitely just want to encourage the people.
Especially our young youth. I mean, we're We're not really more so worried about our older parents, more so.
Nah, we are. Cause I'm gonna tell you why we're worried about the older as well, right? Because
No, I mean when I say that in that aspect, I mean fires like you're not seeing elderly people kill elderly people. You're seeing elderly guys kill each other off in the midst of the
oh yeah,
you
as
know.
far as the atrocity,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what are you saying? Yeah. What they know, sometimes what they're exposed to is the life they live. And so if we could expose a youth to like the art gallery, my God, I forget his name. Or we're gonna plug him in. And we can expose people to the youth to different things. They may an epiphany may come in like, you know what? I wanna be that. I wanna strive to be that. So that's why anytime you see that boy Reckless out or you see the one and only Wolf out, we look like y'all. We don't we do all type of walks of life. So it's not just suits, ties, jogging, whatever, however we be, but we're relatable. Like I said, we've been through it all, and we can relate to the masses. That's why we could talk. That's why we could find a chord and reach people because
It's related.
yeah, like yeah, we don't have it. That's all I is. Yeah, that's all I is. Little chamomile flavor. Like ain't no thing though. Okay, we'll get through it.
Uh,
So we wanna make sure so base concept. A complaint without a solution is just a complaint.
it goes nowhere.
It goes nowhere. You understand? What it does, it just adds stress and it makes you heavy burden because you're complaining, and it's a never ending story. Your complaint has no solution. So to the complainers, you have to have that solution base. And if you bring up the complaint, have that solution because this is a solution driven world. Understand? I live in a solution driven world. Anything that I have a complaint or a gripe about, I come up with a solution. Period. If I don't have a problem with it. That's how that's it is. It's just that clear cut.
Right. Yeah.
Understand? If I don't like something, okay, I don't like this. Let's say this wall, the color in here. It wasn't this color. I didn't like the color. I got it painted. It's that simple. Like in life, I don't like my job. Okay, get another job.
Right. Yeah.
Understand? I don't. Not for real.
Nah, shit. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like who you with, you need to depart from that.
Yeah, that's it. Understand? I don't like this. All right, so find a solution, and it's okay. It's okay to have solutions. It's okay to rewrite the ship in the middle. Understand? It's all right to reset. Everything is fine. It's okay. Nobody is gonna fault you for resetting, but just complaining, people might complain about.
Yeah, I understand.
And one of the things I do personally, like I say, I take myself through audits. And when I say audit, like I sit down with myself and I say, self, like, where are you at your 1 year goal? Where are you on your 3 year goal? How does your 10 year goal look? Is your 1 year goal in line with your 3 year goal? Is your 3 year goal going to propel you to your 10 year goal? Right? because we wanna make sure our goals are in line from year to year. We don't want to have a 1 year goal that's going to be conflicting with our 10 year goal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, it is. I mean, beyond everything based off the time, you just want to make sure you move accordingly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not moving accordingly, yeah, you're right. You sit down, figure something out, talk to yourself, reevaluate yourself, audit yourself, all those good words. But at the end of the day, you need to tackle what's stopping you from where you need to
Right.
go.
That's right.
I mean, whether if it's a family, friends, like a job, it may just be you.
Right. Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying? It may just be yourself.
so the biggest enemy is the inner you. I never forget that. And at the same time, you don't like you don't have to do anything alone in life. Right. You have services like WeChat here, have different services that you can reach out to help you along the way. It's just about actually not complaining, but using those resources. That's a plethora of resources that people don't even know about because they don't research it. But in some, they do know about it, but they don't use it because they think a way about it. Like sometimes I hear, "Oh, I'm not about to use government assistance," right?
Yeah.
And the government has so many grants for businesses, for single families, for a whole plethora of things. It's just taxpayer money to put back in the communities. But people will have the mindset, oh, I don't want to use the government. Why?
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you right about that.
Understand?
I'm gonna give you the perfect example of disrespect.
It's cool.
I gave you an example at work. And the guy came in the store and what we sold in our store, they sold at Food Line, right?
Hmm.
And he was adamant about it. He said I would never shop at Food Line. So I let him walk off, but then I turned around and I had to ask him, like, I said, why? He said, man, because everything in Food Line is overpriced. He said, I've always been the type of person I'm gonna do my research on, finding where's the cheapest,
Hmm.
and then pay for it at that store, whichever store that would be. I was like, he said, just like you go on Walmart. And now Walmart doesn't have any people to cash you out. So which means that the lines are extremely long now that you can cash yourself out. He said, well, what if it's a person that doesn't have um he reached out and said, what if it's a person that doesn't have the proper, you know, a handicapped person. They may not want to sit in line that long, you know what I'm saying? Because they may be going through what they're going through. And he was right because it was this lady that comes into our store. She had to have a cart with her oxygen thing in. So that means that she got to carry her cart. Her daughter got to carry another cart. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. Like, dang, it's all about time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can knock down time to get the customers out, then why not hire some cash register people and have them work during the day? Then you do whatever you may do overnight, or you know what I'm saying? Just just going out a scenario like that. But it made a good point. Like, if a person not going to shop here, then they got to shop here. Period. No matter what's there.
I mean, people go and shop where they want to. In life, you pay for what you want.
Yeah.
That's a general rule in life. You pay for what you want to pay for. Right? It is what you get.
Right.
Um, but let me just speaking on the I'm a fan of the self care shop. Right?
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the self.
I'm not.
So when we look from a company aspect, right, and this is off cue real quick. So when we look from a company aspect, it saves them money, right? So you don't have to have manpower hours for a machine. It's imagine a one time buy versus paying somebody every day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one time buy is going to be greater than be paying this person every day.
From a business aspect, so
Yeah. So yeah. Now from a customer aspect, It's a lot of those self checkout machines. So this is the thing. If we're not ready for change, right? If we're not ready for growth, we can gripe about this thing. We're accustomed to going through the line, having somebody do it for us, right? We're changing the paradigm to where this is a do-it-yourself world. Understand? A lot of the world is going to do it yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, from my aspect of been in the work field for a very long time, I'm all about providing for your family. So that means that if you're if a woman's husband is a truck driver and they just fire all the guys today, that's 72 million people that they got fired because this robot came in. Now this robot is gone and drive trucks now. What do you do for this individual that's the breadwinner in the home now that he can't go back into his career anymore because it been taken away from it been taken away from a robot?
So yeah,
because we're gearing up for that.
No, but so you gotta understand. But you got history is made every day, right? And then you got historical moments. So it's like, what avenue are you gonna be in? Understand? So if we know we got to change something with AI and robots, if I know this, why wouldn't I gear myself up to be in with it and not against it? I could complain that it's coming all day. That's fine. That's not gonna stop it coming.
But for the ones that's willing to gear up for it, it's fine and dandy. But for the ones that's already stuck in their time of, okay, well, I've been driving trucks for 32 years, I don't know nothing else. You got to still think about those people as well.
No, so it's not about. What do you mean you don't know nothing else?
I mean, like far as
you can learn.
Yeah, you can. But at the age of 50, 60 years old, you know what I'm saying? Age of 50, 60 years old, it's always learning every day. That's right. It don't matter what age you is. But it's going to be very hard for an elderly man.
It's not.
That's borderline retirement age.
It's not.
To gear over into something else.
It's not. For me, it's not. Understand? The world is forever evolving. Understand? And it's incumbent upon us to evolve with it, to learn with it. Mm-hmm. It's no such thing as, oh, I've been doing this my whole life. And they used to give people corn and potatoes as their wages. But now we get currency.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like everybody does work for free.
Right. So I'm just saying. So it evolves. Understand? Mm-hmm. We can't be afraid of evolution at all. We have to continually learn
and embrace
it. And embrace it, or complain. But that goes back to the topic, right? Understand what side are you gonna be on? Just the complaint side, or you gonna be on the solution based side? If we know the world is changing right in front of us, why wouldn't we adapt and learn the latest technology and how to use it, how it's going to benefit us?
Right.
So we won't be in the crowd of complaints, but we could be in the crowd of solution-based people.
And helping people,
right,
financially, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. So guess what? If we learn it, right, we could teach others.
Right. Absolutely. That's because we're those type of guys, more so than the type of people that can learn it all but don't want to.
Yeah, you got some of those guys that
I know about.
But at the end of the day, we to hear, we teach.
Right.
Understand? We got
the ultimate goal.
And yeah, that's the ultimate goal, because if I know and you know, we all know. The next man knows. That makes it easier for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that we trying to burden, like you're not trying to make the burden up. So yeah, but with technology, I implore everybody to get on it, beat up on AI, beat up on your EV markets, electrical vehicle markets, uh, beat up on your robot technology. That you know, but that's so now watch this. There's certain things robots are never going to be able to replace, like the core trade school. And I tell everybody, get a trade. Like a trade school is phenomenal. You can make more money with a 2-year degree than a 4-year. In today's world.
Yeah.
Because it's solution based. Understand? People want to get into the work field right away. You got people that got 4-year degrees working in supermarkets. Not to knock those, but it's like
or service.
Yeah, or service. So like, what has your degree rendered? But guess what? The plumber, he making plenty money. He doesn't. Yeah, they got a complaint. Yo, my store stopped up. Guess what his solution is? I'm on my way. Understand? He doesn't have a 4-year degree, but he has a skill. A robot is not. That's no AI could take that. But my hair braiders and my, cosmetologists, this job is secure. You're not gonna find no robot to braid no hair.
Yeah.
I don't think they could get that intricate.
Yeah.
But so it's you gotta look at what you call a for sure proof career that if anything comes in, it's not gonna be shaking a stagger. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say you gotta do the research. Do the research yourself. This world is a do-it-yourself world. It's not I'm gonna do it for you, but it's never been I'm gonna do it for you.
No, not as long as I can.
It's never been that way.
Right.
But we've been accustomed to customer service. We're so accustomed to customer service. But what about serving yourself? You worried about somebody else? No, serve yourself first. Show them how to serve. Understand? And then that's where you win at, because you're not expecting to be treated any other type of way than how you're going to treat yourself. And that's fun.
Yeah, you're right. We do. Absolutely.
And I'm not suggesting customer service shouldn't be great, but I'm suggesting do it. So
yeah, what you're saying is I shouldn't have to break down all these different scenarios. If you're already in this profession already, you should be able to, once I ask you something, you should be able to deliver more.
Not even that too, but not even that. Watch this. So let's say we're going to a sneaker store, right? I ask, yo, let me get those black Air Forces. Is that type of something? Let me get those black Air Forces. And like, all right, we don't got them. Am I just gonna leave the store, or am I gonna take it upon myself to look for something else?
There you go, take it upon yourself to look for.
So I'm not.
That's what you want.
Because that's what I want. I'm not gonna let him say, okay, yeah, we don't got it. He ain't even look. No, I'm gonna look for myself, and then I'm gonna say, oh, sir, you got it. Or, well, can I get the black Levi's? I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm not gonna let somebody else have that much power. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're right though. That's just like when we was in Walmart one time. And what you were looking for in Walmart, I had the guy for you could find it. The system in the Walmart app said it was out of the store, but there was plenty of them on the opposite side of the wall.
Right.
So when you had showed me that, I was like, "Damn." Okay, dig that.
But see it for yourself.
Right.
Don't even believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, what you said, I'm gonna take that in consideration. But I'm not gonna go to the banquet.
Yeah.
Until I see what you see was correct.
Right.
That's how I live.
It's more so than he said she said.
Right here, you said something. Okay, I'm gonna verify, and then if I verify that it's true, okay, it's true. But just to go off your word, nah, I gotta see myself. I'm not from Missouri, but I'm from Missouri. If you understand that. No, yeah. So, like I said, we just want to encourage people that if you're not where you're at in life, if you're not where you want to be at in life, it's okay. Understand? Just still stick to your path, stick to your plans, take your audits, and regather. Understand? And it's okay. It's like, yo, it's not the end of the world. And when it is the end of the world, you won't know it. Don't let that go over your head. Understand? Yeah, that's a fact. You won't know it.
Right about that.
Yeah, that's a fact. So this is, just to encourage the people, man. Live life, love life, pursue happiness fearlessly. Don't be a complainer. Be a solution-based person. And if you do got a complaint that you don't necessarily know a solution for, tap in the WeChat here. Hit your locals up. Understand? Seek help. If you know you need help and you don't get help, you know you need help. It's not hard. Understand? We're not selling anything. We just a service that's here. You know, words want to know.
My last words is, be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? Like bro said, do your own research. Don't go based off of what the next person say, even if it is, in their job field to guide you in the right direction. Find your own direction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Then whatever thing that may be attachable to whatever direction you're going, add it on. You know what I'm saying? You can always learn every day, no matter how old you are. You can always learn. I can even learn from my niece and their children. So that just goes to say that it doesn't have an age based off of learning things positive, anything that's going to motivate you, anything that's going to uplift you, especially if you're a family. So, like I say, always, love your neighbor, treat people how you want to be treated. We chat here is always going to forever be here. We're going global. And like I said, we're going to keep doing God's work. This is a blessing of the platform that God blessed us with. And we're going to just continue to keep that passing out blessings.